Tell us a little bit about Scaled Analytics.
Scaled Analytics is a technology company that specializes in recovering and analyzing data off of aircraft flight recorders. Primarily, our services and software are related to flight data monitoring and FOQA, but we also have some services and software that helps out with aircraft maintenance and flight operations and flight efficiency. When people ask what Scaled Analytics does, I'd like to tell them that we help busy aviation professionals make sense of their flight data so they can focus on flying their aircraft. Everything we do at Scaled Analytics is really focused around that, making life easier for our customers when it comes to working with their flight data.
What made you decide to start Scaled Analytics?
Well, I guess there were a couple of reasons. The first reason was that I'd worked with flight data for a number of years, both in flight safety and in flight test. And the software that was available at the time, and even still today, is very powerful, but it was quite complicated. I used to say that, this is software built by engineers and software developers for engineers and software developers. I wanted to see if we could make these capabilities available to more people in aviation, not just the engineers and programmers, but also the pilots and the safety officers and maintainers. So around that time, cloud computing and web-based applications were really starting to kind of get a footing. And I thought, this is a good opportunity to build something easier to use that can benefit more in the industry, coming up with less complex systems. I guess another reason why I started Scaled Analytics was that I'd worked for both large and small companies in the past, and there's certainly pros and cons to both, but I was working at a large company at the time, and I wanted to get back to that smaller company feel where I was working with a number of specialized professionals. At Scaled Analytics, we only focus on flight data. That's all that our business does. And the nice thing about that, it really lets us focus on our customer concerns, and we're very customer focused. There's obviously some risk in that we don't have the diversity of products and services that some of our larger competitors have. However, I think we can offer a level of service to customers that's a bit more difficult for those larger operators to be able to offer.
What makes Scaled Analytics different than other FDM software or service providers?
Well, I think there's a lot that makes us different from our competitors, but I'll just mention two major items that I see. The first is that at Scaled Analytics, we focus on our customers' problems. So our job is to make our customers' lives easier. If you look at some of our competitors' websites or some of their marketing literature, they seem to be very focused on new features and new technologies that they've added, and really a lot of that is just jargon, and many in the industry don't know what half of these technical features are, and they don't care. At the end of the day, they just want their problems to go away, and that's what we do. We focus on solving those problems. That doesn't mean that we don't have advanced technology. I think we have some of the most advanced technology, and I'm always amazed at some of the features our development team comes up with and the things that our software can do. But we don't build technology for technology's sake. When we add features and capabilities to our system, it has to solve a customer problem and make their lives easier, and that's our focus. I think that's one real big differentiator of us compared to some of the other providers out there. The second thing that makes us different is our people. And I already mentioned our development team, how we've got the best in the industry, but we also have the best flight data analysts in the industry too. Our senior analysts all have experience with major airlines and other service providers. They've looked at data from every aircraft, whether it's a helicopter, business jet, wide body, narrow body, they've seen it all. So I'm quite fortunate that I've got the best development team and the best set of analysts in the business. I think some of our competitors, they have half of the piece. They have some that have very good development teams, but maybe they don't have a very strong group of analysts. We have other, there's other companies out there that have a great group of analysts, but may not even have a development team. They might be licensing a third-party software system to offer a service. At Scaled Analytics, again, I'm pretty lucky in that I've got two key pieces of the puzzle that go together great, and I can offer the total package to our customers.
What would you say to smaller operators that need an FDM program but don't know where to start?
Well, I'd tell them not to feel intimidated or overwhelmed. Flight data analysis is, a potentially complex subject, and it can be difficult. But we've helped many operators go from zero experience to having a very successful flight data monitoring or focal program in no time. If you're brand new and you don't even know where to start, I'd say just give us a call or send us an email, and we'd be happy to go through the process with you and explain how it all goes. We've helped many customers that are in your shoes, and we'd be more than happy to help you as well. If you're worried about costs, and if you've already talked to some providers, you may have gotten some sticker shock. But with us, we have our prices right on our website. We don't hide anything. You can see what it's going to cost, get a good idea for budgeting. But we're also, we're pretty happy to be able to offer some different tiers of service. So depending on your needs and where you're at with your program, you can start off small, and then as your experience grows or as your fleet grows, you can move up to more capabilities as you need to. Like I said, contact us, and someone from my team would be more than happy to explain how things work and try to help you through the process.
And what would you say to larger operators that have had a program for many years?
Well, I'd tell them to really give us a serious look because they might be surprised. The days of the old client-server-based software systems are gone, and I know because I've used those client-server-based systems, and I know what they're capable of. Sky Analyst FDM is our software as a service system, and it'll do everything that the old client-server-based systems will do, plus a whole bunch more that'll make your life easier. And if you're looking for really serious number crunching capability, it's going to be hard to beat what you can do in a data center, without spending thousands and thousands of dollars. So yeah, I tell them to maybe take a good look at us, give us a call, and like I said, you might be surprised. But I would say that to anybody that's watching. If you're not sure how a modern cloud-based software as a service system can help you with FDM, whether you're flying 1 aircraft or 500, whether you're brand new to flight data monitoring or you've been doing it for 30 years, I'd say give us a call or send us an email, and either I or someone from my team will be more than happy to show you our system and show you what we can do to help you make sense of your flight data.